I thought I would do a little video journal. I was going to wait until I got to another country to start like vlogging and video journaling to keep you updated about my travels. But I thought Chicago is a beautiful place full of amazing things that it's impossible to explore all of them. So I'm going to start now, and then we'll be able to just add to documenting what this time of life looks like for me. Definitely, a mixture between vlogs and kind of my reflections of things. But yeah, I guess this is just a reflection to be able to say I'm in Albany Park right now in Chicago. I'm excited to kind of take you through the things that I do in Chicago until I leave for another country, and kind of show you what occurs daily, I guess, in me exploring. It's also a great motivator for me to be able to actually like get out of the house and go do things. So thank you for that. Even somewhere that I lived for 3 years in Chicago, I always seem to find brand new things to do, find little moments that can just make me laugh and make me chuckle. Thankfully, I had those moments while I was there this time. I was able to find new places, play new games, see people I haven't seen in a long time. I was able to do my laundry at this place that looked like an old playground from the 90s, which is amazing. But then after I was in there for a while, I realized that it actually just looks more like a Five Nights at Freddy's. And then when I saw this, I immediately was like, oh, we're gonna die.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa.
I wouldn't have been able to go back to Chicago if it wasn't from the amazing support of my friends, from Sakina, Pnina, August, Finn. Everyone really showed up for me and supported me in this moment that I needed them the most. It made me feel like home. It made me realize what home felt like. And it made me be able to find the joy and realize why I love everyone here so much. I also feel absolutely honored to be able to celebrate August's 1-year sobriety anniversary. So congratulations for that. As someone that is 5 years sober, it is no easy feat. I will have to be honest, it is a lot easier being able to navigate a city where I know all of the transit by heart, because I love public transit, but it is definitely a learning curve to be able to utilize that day in and day out. But I always find it very comforting to be able to be in neighborhoods that I know places but have been gone long enough to see how things have changed. And like any major city, Chicago is always changing. There are things that are closing, there are things that are opening, but it always has a feeling of home. I always have my little animals that I get to spend time with, and comfy places that are beautifully decorated, that gives me a slice of all of my closest family members' lives. And I'm just so absolutely grateful to be able to be where I am and do what I do. It also was absolutely amazing to see the art and the fight of Chicago. Chicago has always been a fighting city, and leaving before a big curve of ice, being in Chicago and then coming back after they've been present for a long time, it really reminded me how hard Chicago will fight. This is one of my favorite pieces of art that I saw, using the rat warning signs as ice warning signs. But there's just tiny things about Chicago. The editing run here, the audio is awful for this next part, and I'm really sorry about that, but it's because of something super fun that happened in Bogota, so stay tuned for that when I make my Bogota video. But I'm sorry it sounds like I'm inside of a bathtub. There is something really beautiful about being able to explore a city that you think you've kind of seen most of, and realize that there's so little that you've actually seen, and you're able to see it through a new lens. I feel really grateful to stay with my friend Finn in Lincoln Park, because it's a neighborhood that I haven't really explored. And it definitely was like living in a brand new city and seeing a whole new place. Chicago is huge, so it's almost impossible to explore every little aspect. But I was lucky enough to go to a friend Haley's birthday party at Dorothy's, right down the street from where I was living. And it was great to be in a fully queer space that I was comfortable in and knew.
But yeah, outside of that, I'm about to get a lot less perky. I feel so depressed here. I know that I'm smiling and I had a great time tonight, but I genuinely I feel worse every day that I'm in America. And it honestly makes me like really sad because so many of the people that I love are here and I can't be happy. I mean, I don't know. If I can, I haven't found it yet. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'm just heartbroken because I love so many people here and I'm having a really hard time when I'm here for like longer than a month, keeping my like cool, like keeping my spirits high, I guess. Every once in a while I can find the joys, and that's why I'm doing this, is to be able to, you know, find the joys in just the mundane parts of being in America, I guess. And like, I don't know. I think for me it's a little hard to reason traveling with everything horrible that's coming down here, but I can't fill others' cups until I fill my own. And yeah, I think tonight I just straight up started dissociating.
Thank God for therapy. I was able to make a plan to try and just detox before I go to Bogota. So I decided to take a day at the spa. I went to King Spa, which was absolutely amazing in Niles, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. And I cannot recommend this place enough. It's wonderful. They have nude baths, which of course I couldn't take video of, but they have amazing saunas. I think in total they have about 10. They have this great sauna that reminds me of Florida that I think goes up to 380 degrees. It's literally an oven. You're not allowed to stay in there for longer than 10 minutes. Amazing food and also oxygen rooms. I felt so lucky because there was no one in here, and I was so impressed with just how wonderful and relaxing the whole experience was. The beds were so comfortable in here, and this is technically a 24-hour spa, and I would absolutely sleep. It worked. I was able to relax and then spend some time with my thoughts. But I guess now I can just shake it off, man. Shake it off. Oh, here he comes. My sweet nephew, Bonaroo. Say hello. Wonderful. I've had a lot of like interesting experiences. I think the biggest one is kind of uprooting my life. There really is a magic here. Being able to see people at my home has been really heartwarming, and I don't have a plane ticket booked back here, so I think that that's definitely interesting, and we'll be flying back into the US in California. Last time I came back into the US, I got put through secondary processing because they didn't think I looked enough like my passport photo. So that's what I'm trying to avoid by putting on a wig and doing my makeup like I'm 20 years old again. But yeah, I am excited to leave, sad to leave, but also kind of indifferent as well. I've realized that all of life is going to be intensity and then
less intensity. And sometimes you need that intensity to be able to pull yourself back and be like, actually, it's not that big of a deal. There's a lot of things, like when I went to Morocco, I was really, really nervous about going, and I almost canceled my trip because I was just worried it was going to be too difficult to like function, and I wasn't going to be able to order food, and I had to pay in all cash, and all these tiny little things that I was using as excuses to not go and to tell myself that it was going to be too hard. And then when I got there, I met amazing people. I absolutely loved it. I had no issues with any of the things I was worried about at all. And I had an amazing time. And so I think that any worry that I have is just what it is. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna keep updating, and I'm gonna keep trying to make as many of these videos as I can so I can keep you all updated, and you know what I'm experiencing, and you know what I'm doing, and let you all know I miss you, I love you, I'll see you, goodbye.